Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? We are back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. This time, the cover reveal of Burst Protocol, as everyone predicted and guessed correctly, is Dragon Link support or Rocket slash Boros support. We do have 9 new cards, as this is the main cover theme. They do get 9 new cards. Of course, Burst Protocol has things like second ways to support for introduce archetypes in the last core set. Dude, I love that. Dude. Of course, the Art Mage storyline is still going on, so we're gonna get more support to that. However, I'm here to talk about Dragon Link because 20,000 more cards for Dragon Link, people. We love it. We love it. Again, the biggest shout out to Ignithia with the translations. Rocket Loader is level 4 Dark, 1500 attack and defense. No real special summon, add a level 7 Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand, and you are locked from the extra deck except for Dark monsters. Banish this card in your graveyard, target a face of monster on the field, it becomes dark until the end of this turn. Not only is this gets out from Tracer, but this also is I believe a quick launch target. Really good. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a really good starter. The thing with Dragon Link is that it's not that it's bad. It's more or less that it is unfortunately still stuck in the I'm gonna end on Borderland, make a Despotter and stuff. But hopefully it just transitions from Borderland Pass to I'm gonna make a big board and kill you next turn, right? Rocket Loader being probably another main target for quick launch is fantastic. Besides Tracer, of course. Hollow Rocket Dragon is level 6 Dark Dragon, 2400 attack, 1600 defense. When a Link monster's effect that targets this card and feels activated, you can destroy this card, then excavate up to the 6 cards from your top opponent's deck, banish one of those revealed cards, then return the rest of the top deck in the original order. During the end phase, if this card was destroyed by a battle card effect this turn, summoning a rocket from your graveyard except itself. I could care less about this one. I know a lot of the Boros slash Rock, or a lot of the Dark Dragon links that Revolver uses does target to destroy, and this is probably just one of the better ones. Of course, I could care less about it, but this one I do care about more. This card is destroyed by battle card effect this turn. Summon a rocket from your graveyard, which is good because this helps set up for Link plays next turn. Rocket Detonator. Oh no. If you control a Dark Dragon Link monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and you can only special summon Rocket Detonator once per turn this way. Target a Dark Dragon monster card in your spawn trap zone, special summon it, but it negates effects, and also you cannot declare an attack. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except dark monsters. How are you getting a Dark Dragon monster card in your spawn trap zone? What? Sure. Another extender, of course, Rocket Loader gets at level 7 Dark Dragon, so not only does this get this guy, but it also gets Absol and Noctovision. Pretty good. He's pretty good. I think he's a one of just how to extend, of course. Unless these new cards have a way to put a Dark Dragon monster card in your spawn trap zone, I don't see a way. I do not understand how you get this. Borreload Fatal Flare Dragon. That's a nice name. The Dark Dragon fusion, 1 Dark Link monster, 1 Dark monster. If this card is fusion summoned, add a Rocket monster from your deck to your hand. Nice. You can target 1 Dark Link monster you control. Equip 1 Dark. Oh, that makes sense. This makes sense now. It's because Savage Dragon equips 1 from. Oh my goodness. Does OCG have Savage Dragon still? Because if they do, then this totally makes sense. They do. Yeah, no, they do. Okay, this effect totally makes sense now. All of it, that makes sense. Equip 1 Dark Link monster from your graveyard banishment to it as an equipped spell. That gives it 500 attack. If this card sent to the graveyard as link material, target the card in the field, destroy it. Nice. Obviously, the main way to get to the fusion monsters and Boros specifically, in order to get Borlo Furious Dragon, is through Rapid Trigger, where you destroy the materials on field, which is great. Now, the thing about Rapid Trigger is that despite the fact that Borrowed Fuse Dragon is pretty good. It only uses on field, which sucks, right? Because you do need a Dark Link and another Dark Monster, which this deck shits out Dark Links. Right? It shits out Dark Links. It's fine. But this effect here, this makes much more sense now because of Fatal Flare and of course Borrowed Savage Dragon. Borrowed Shroud Dragons, Link 5. Oh, another Link 5. 3,500 attack. Jesus. Jesus, man. Link markers are left, bottom, right, right. Whew. Your opponent cannot tribute this card on the field. Very funny. Once per turn during the main phase, quick effect, you can target a rocket monster you control, negate the effects of one face card your opponent controls, then destroy the targeted monster. Just like the rest of the Borrowed Links, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. Really powerful. And once while this card is on the field, at the start of the battle phase, you can special summon one Link or lower Borrowed Link monster from your extra deck. So, Borrow Sword, Borrow Load, technically Borrow Code. You're not summoning Borrow Code. You're not summoning Borrow Code, okay? You have what's his name? You have Borrow Load, Borrow Sword, and Borrow Guard. So those are the only ones worth summoning off of this. Don't you ever summon Borrow Code Dragon. Do I make myself clear? You are summoning Borrow Load, Borrow Sword, probably Sword most of the time, or Borrow Guard. Jesus. I think he's good. He's definitely another good monster to end on. He's a negate, right? That your opponent can't respond on, but I think this is good to end on compared to Borrow End. I do think you can also, with the new cards, I think you can get there to end on both Borrow Lend and this dude right here, which is great, but that's a lot of resources. He does need 3+ effect monsters. I still think he's good. Toolless Borrowed Dragon. Oh, well, hey, there you go. There's another Borrowed Dragon. However, he doesn't get this. Oh yeah, he does not get the trigger effect. Left, bottom. Nice. 2 Dark Dragon monsters, including a Rocket monster. If this card's Link summoned, add Rapid Trigger, Heavy Trigger, or Double Trigger from your deck to your hand. Rapid Trigger is the fusion spell. I believe Heavy Trigger is. It's not called Heavy Trigger. I think it's like Heavy Interlock, which is the ritual spell. So you can summon the ritual monster, which is fine, sure. You're probably getting the new one right here, which is Double Trigger. So yeah, get Rapid Trigger or get Double Trigger from your deck to your hand. Target a face-up card you control in Dark Monster in your graveyard. Destroy that card, target itself, and then add the other monster from your graveyard to your hand. Nice. Double Trigger. You can activate one of the following effects, but you only use each effect of Double Trigger once per turn. Fusion summon a rocket fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing monsters from your graveyard as material, including a rocket. Nice! This circumvents Rapid Trigger. You don't have to play this one anymore. Never mind. And then Ritual summon a ritual monster from your hand by banishing monsters from your graveyard whose total levels equal or exceed that monster's, including a rocket, which gets out Borrowed Riot Dragon, which is nice. This is really good. What? This is fantastic. This not only do you not need to play these two anymore, but this acts as both Rapid Trigger, which doesn't destroy the rocket card, which sucks, but you don't have to waste a Rapid Trigger, so you can just go Double Trigger, get this, make the fusion, which gets a rocket from your deck to your hand. You know, you can get Detonator. You can get Loader or something, anything else. That's good. And then Rocket Reboot, you can activate this card from your hand by paying half your life points, like Red Reboot. When your opponent activates a spell trap or you control a rocket or borrow monster, negate the activation and then set that card, but it cannot be activated this turn. This is really good. Now, don't get me wrong. Heavy Trigger, I think it's called Heavy. It's Heavy Interlock here. Don't get me wrong, Boro Riot Dragon is pretty good. He is a special summon negates. But he does destroy itself or a rocket, and he's fine. But I would rather just make the Link monsters over Riot Dragon. If I have enough materials to make Savage and then, end on Shroud as well, I would rather make that over the Riot Dragon. But all of this is really good. Remember, 10,000 years of Dragon Link support. Understand, Dragon Link forever tier 2. We will always appreciate this. Also, the art is for Double Trigger though. That's sick. There's Tracer, and I think that's Silver Rocket. But this is sick. That's sick. But all of these cards are fantastic. These are all really good. The main problem with Dragon Link, besides what I meant earlier, where they end on using the spotter and a Borderland, is not the end board. It's not only just the end board half the time, it's also the amount of extra deck space. Because now you do incorporate a bunch of other generic Dragon Link stuff. Things like the Bestials, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and Black Metal Dragon, right? Helps get in your Link plays because you link Black Metal off, you go Striker Dragon, get Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon off at Black Metal, and then do your plays from there, of course. However, the main deck space is really tight unless you just go like 60 cards. Like at this point, I just think you can just go 60 cards and go crazy. I think this stuff is really good. This is really good. We are definitely going to see Dragon Link again in this meta. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will see you guys next time.